Hello. Alzheimer's is one of the most serious and common diseases for the elderly. Alzheimer's not only affects cognitive ability and memory, but also deeply affects the patient's quality of life and independence in daily life. If not detected and treated promptly, the disease can lead to serious consequences and loss of self-care ability. So how to recognize the early signs of Alzheimer's? In today's video, I will share with you 6 early signs of Alzheimer's that you should not ignore after the age of 60. Early recognition of these signs can help you proactively prevent and seek timely support, thereby improving the quality of life and reducing the effects of the disease. I am Dr. Emily Tran, a health expert and lifestyle consultant for the elderly. If you are looking for ways to protect your brain health and want to learn more about the signs of Alzheimer's, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next helpful videos. Join me in exploring now. 1. Forgetting important events and recent information. Forgetting important events or recent information is one of the most common signs of Alzheimer's, especially in the early stages of the disease. Older adults may start to forget recent conversations or miss important appointments. Why is short-term memory loss important? Short-term memory loss in older adults can be normal, but if it starts to happen regularly and affects daily tasks, it could be a sign of Alzheimer's. As our brains age, our ability to remember recent events gradually decreases. However, Alzheimer's memory loss occurs more rapidly and can have a serious impact on a person's daily life. Some common signs of short-term memory loss include forgetting recent conversations. You may find that you don't remember what was said in a conversation or have to ask questions that have already been answered. Forgetting important events. Events such as birthdays, doctor's appointments, or important plans may be easily forgotten. Repeating questions or answers. This is a clear sign that short-term memory is being affected. The benefits of recognizing this sign. Early detection of this condition can help people get an early diagnosis, which can lead to appropriate treatment or support, thereby slowing the progression of the disease. How to recognize this sign? The person often forgets recent events or conversations that have taken place. They may repeat questions in the same conversation. Forget appointments or important tasks that they previously remembered clearly. 2. Difficulty solving problems and making decisions. Another sign of Alzheimer's is difficulty solving problems or making decisions. The person may not be able to plan a simple task, or may not be able to solve familiar problems that they could do easily before. Why is difficulty solving problems important? Alzheimer's affects the ability to process information and make decisions. As the brain deteriorates, functions related to reasoning, decision-making, and analysis are affected. This can lead to difficulty completing everyday tasks such as managing finances, making purchasing decisions, or even household tasks such as preparing meals. Benefits of recognizing this sign. Early recognition of problems with problem solving can help people manage their daily tasks. Doctors can also adjust their treatment or provide support strategies to help improve their thinking and decision-making abilities. How to recognize this sign? Difficulty planning everyday tasks, such as shopping, doing housework, or preparing for appointments. Difficulty solving simple math problems or calculating expenses. Unable to remember steps in familiar tasks, such as cooking or using household appliances. 3. Difficulty finding words when talking. Difficulty finding words or repeating words when talking is also an important sign of Alzheimer's. The person may not be able to remember a specific word when talking or use a word out of context. Why is difficulty finding words important? Alzheimer's disease reduces the brain's ability to process language, leading to difficulty expressing and communicating. Some people may not remember familiar vocabulary or be unable to complete sentences fluently. Having difficulty communicating can reduce self-confidence and the ability to connect with others. The benefits of recognizing this sign. Recognizing communication difficulties can help the person receive appropriate support in maintaining communication skills. Additionally, family and friends can help the person overcome these difficulties by being patient and supportive during conversations. How to recognize this sign? The person often forgets words or uses the wrong word in a sentence. They may repeat questions or have difficulty completing sentences. Feeling confused when talking or not being able to remember the names of familiar people or things. 4. Disorientation in time and space. A clear sign of Alzheimer's is disorientation in time and space. The person may not know where they are or remember the day, time, or season of the year. Why is disorientation important? Disorientation in time and space is a hallmark of Alzheimer's. When the brain is affected, the ability to perceive the surrounding environment is reduced, leading to confusion in recognizing places or not being able to distinguish the exact time. Benefits of recognizing this sign. Early recognition of disorientation can help family and friends support the patient, helping the patient feel safer. In addition, early detection can help regulate the patient's activities to reduce anxiety and confusion. How to recognize this sign? The patient may not remember the day, month, or year. They may not be able to identify where they are even in a familiar environment. Sometimes they may ask the same question about time or place on the same day. 5. Mood and personality changes. Another sign of Alzheimer's is unusual changes in mood and personality. The patient may become confused, anxious, irritable, or become quiet and less communicative. Why are mood changes important? Alzheimer's affects the areas of the brain that control emotions, changing the way the patient responds to social situations. Changes in personality and mood can make the patient difficult to approach or behave inappropriately. Benefits of recognizing this sign. Early recognition of changes in mood and personality can help families support the patient by creating a safe environment, helping to reduce anxiety, and helping the patient maintain calm. How to recognize this sign? The patient may become irritable, confused, or worried about unimportant issues. Change from an active and friendly person to a quiet, isolated person. May avoid social interactions or no longer participate in previously enjoyed activities. 6. Difficulty performing familiar tasks. As Alzheimer's disease progresses, the patient may have difficulty performing familiar tasks that they have done every day, such as cooking, managing finances, or cleaning the house. Why is difficulty with familiar tasks important? The ability to perform familiar tasks reflects the patient's cognitive health. As Alzheimer's affects brain function, the ability to complete daily tasks gradually declines, reducing the ability to care for oneself. Benefits of recognizing this sign. Recognizing the signs of difficulty performing tasks will help the patient and family improve the living environment and provide support to ensure the patient can maintain a long-term independent life. How to recognize this sign? The patient may have difficulty completing familiar tasks that they previously had no problem with. Forgetting steps in daily tasks such as cooking, managing finances, or cleaning. Feeling confused when having to perform familiar tasks that they previously did well. So now you know the 6 early signs of Alzheimer's that you should not ignore after the age of 60. Early detection of these signs will help you proactively prevent and treat the disease in a timely manner, helping you maintain your quality of life and mental health. If you notice any signs, seek medical advice for early diagnosis and intervention. Thank you for watching this video. If you find this information useful, don't forget to click like and share it with your friends and relatives. If you have any questions,